If you're beginning to get sick of using your finger to do all your work on the iPad, you can easily make a stylus like this at home. It'll help you navigate around your device and allow you to do some more precise artwork. If you'd like to make one at home with just things lying around, keep watching.
Saturday Crafternoon.
To make yourself a stylus pen, you're going to need a regular pen with a removable tip, some aluminium foil, a cotton tip, a tiny bit of water, just the smallest amount, a few drops, and some masking tape or any sticky tape you've got lying around. So first we're going to take the pen and we'll remove the inside ink bit. We don't need that. So now we're just left with the cap and an empty bit there. We're going to cut the Q-tip on an angle so it's easier to get into the tip. Might need some help for this, everybody. It's going to be a little bit risky, but okay. And there's our little tip. So, can you see that there? We are going to just insert it like that, okay? Just get it in there a little bit and gently work it inside so it's sitting in there quite tight, doesn't wobble around. Alright. We'll take our pen back, we'll put it back on, screwing it back on like that. Alright. So we've sort of got a little bit of a stylus looking thing now, but it's not quite finished yet. Next we're going to get some tape, just to tape it down and hold it in place. So what we want to do is we want to put the tape onto the little bit of pen and the tip as well. So we're holding them both down, like so. Make it as tight as you can, obviously without pulling the cotton tip out. That looks pretty good. Okay. Then we'll take our little bit of aluminium foil. You don't need much, just a little bit. So I'm actually, this square here is a little bit too big, so I'm actually just going to tear it in half. That should do the trick. Take my stylus in progress and I am going to just wrap a little bit of aluminium foil, but this is where it's important that the aluminium foil is on the pen and it's going to cover enough so that your finger is holding it, and then the tip, it's got aluminium foil, has to go onto the tip. The reason for that is because the electricity, the actual static electricity from your finger has to travel down the aluminium foil onto the tip. That's how the device, your iPad or your iPhone works, is that the static electricity will travel down and onto the tip and then onto the glass where it will react with the screen. So we're going to just wrap this foil around. Oh, I didn't do a very good job there, so I'm going to slide it back up a little bit and do it on a little bit more of an angle this time. Okay, there we go, that's pretty good. And I'm just going to take the rest off because that was a bit too much foil. So I will wrap it around there and then just work it down so it's nice and even like that. Looks pretty good. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Now the one last bit that you need to do, because this at the moment isn't going to work. So because the electricity is going to travel down the pen through the foil onto the tip, that's where it's going to stop. So we need one more conductor. Do you know what that might be? That's going to get the electricity from the foil across the tip onto the screen? Do you know what that conductor is going to be? It's going to be water. Alright, so it doesn't need to be a lot. We don't want it to be dripping wet. We don't want water on our tablet, but we just want to wet it enough just so it's nice and moist. If you don't get it right the first time, it's better if it's a bit too dry, and if it's not working on your screen, then come back and wet it a tiny bit more. But you just want to get it nice and moist. That should be ready to go. Shall we have a look whether it's working? Alright. Here's our tablet. It's great. It works. It works actually quite well. And we can open up apps. There's Seesaw. So now we can do some drawing.